Good morning, students. In our last class, we discussed about turn-off methods of the SCR. In our today's class, we are going to discuss about switching characteristics of a SCR. So let us see what is the switching characteristics. So what is the switching character means? The time variation of voltage across thyristor and current through it during turn on and turn off process is called a switching characteristics. That means when we are going to turn on or turn off the SCR, at that situation what are the different time taken for the voltage change or current changes in the SCR. It is considered as a switching characteristics or dynamic characteristics of the SCR. సో అంటే ఏం లేదమ్మా, మనం ఒక SCR ఆన్ ఆఫ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏ టైం దగ్గర వోల్టేజ్ వేరీస్ అవుతుంది, ఏ టైం దగ్గర కరెంట్ వేరీ అవుతుంది అనేది చెక్ చేసేదాన్ని మనం క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ అంటాం. స్విచ్చింగ్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్, దట్ మీన్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ వోల్టేజ్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ కరెంట్స్ ఇన్ ఏ SCR at that particular timings. It is considered as a switching characteristics of the SCR. So let us see. Here we have to consider two switching characteristics. One is turn on time and second one is turn off time. So when we are going to turn on the SCR, at that time we have consider three timings. So those are delay time, rise time and spread time. So before going to discuss about this delay time, rise time, spread time, we have to know the what is turn on time. What is turn on time means it is the time during which changes from forward blocking state to on state of the SCR. That means time taken by the SCR from forward blocking state to on state of the SCR. This whole duration is called as a turn on time. Generally this turn off time consists of three intervals. First one is delay time, second one is rise time, third one is spread time. So combination of these delay time, rise time and spread time, this three intervals is called turn on time. So let us see what is delay time. Generally delay time can be expressed by so many definitions. Let us see how the delay time is expressed. So first one is, how can we express delay time means gate current reaches 0.92, anode current reaches to 0.1 IA. Here how we can define delay time means, first one is when gate current reaches 0.9 Ig to anode current, that means 0.1 Ia. So let us see the diagram. See here. So see here, gate current reaches to 0.9 means this point. At the same time anode current reaches to 0.1. That means here the starting time of the delay time is when gate current reaches to 0.9, and ending current of the delay time is when anode current reaches to 0.1 A. So this duration of this time is called as a delay time. And another way we have to express this delay time in terms of anode voltage is when it reaches from VA to 0.9 VA. So time taken to reach from VA to 0.9 VA is considered as a delay time. Okay na? So this is about delay time. Next, rise time. So what is rise time? So rise time is generally expressed as TR. Okay na? So how we can define this rise time? Rise time can be defined as anode current rises from 0.1 IA to 0.9 IA. That means here this IA is called as a anode current. That means time taken to rise the anode current from 0.1 to 0.9, it is called as a rise time. And another definition is when forward blocking voltage falls from 0.9 VG to 0.1 VG. Okay na? So this is also another definition for rise time. So here the two definition is, one is anode current rises from 0.1 to 0.9, it is defined as a rise time. And we have to define rise time in terms of gate voltage, means when the gate voltage reaches from 0.9 VG to 0.1 VG, it is also considered as a rise time. So let us see where is the rise time. So according to the definition, so anode current means this is the anode current and this is the 0.1 and it reaches to 0.9, that means this point, that means from this point to this point. So time taken to rise the anode current from 0.1 to 0.9 is considered as a rise time. So see here, this is the 0.1 IA, this is the 0.9 IA. So the time taken to reach from this point to this point, it is called as a rise time, TR. And another definition for rise time is time taken to reach anode voltage from VA to 0.1 VA, that means this time. So this is also expressed as a rise time. So by using these two definitions we can express the rise time. So let us see the third definition, spread time. So what is this spread time? Means time taken by the anode current to rise from 0.9 to 100%, that means 1. And second definition is time forwarding for forward voltage to fall from 0.1 to state voltage drop of 1 to 1.1. So let us see the what is the spread time. So we have to remember this thing is time taken to rise from 0.9 IA to IA, that means to rise from 100%. So let us see here. 0.9 means this time, and this is the full IA current. That means this is the TP. Okay na? And another definition is 0.12 steady state voltage or full voltage. So that is the another definition for rise time taken to reach from 0.9 IA to full rated current. That means this point. So this is the spread time. And another definition in terms of anode voltage is time taken from 0.1 to 0. It is considered as a spread time. After reaching the spread time, the total load current is under normal, that means steady state value. Okay na? So let us see the total turn on time. So the total turn on time we consider is from this point to this point. In between this turn on time, total we have 3 terms, that is TD, second one is TR, and third one is TP, where TD is the delay time, TD plus TR plus TP. A combination of these 3 is called as a T on, turn on time. Okay na? So this is about the turn on. Okay na? So if you want to turn on the SCR, the SCR must be goes through these 3 timings. That means first one is delay time, that means time taken, that means when anode current 0.IA to anode current 0.1. Okay na? So get current 0.9 to anode current 0.1. It is considered as a delay time. After that, rise time, that means anode current 0.1 to 0.9. It is considered as a rise time. After that, spread time, that means 0.9 IA to full 100 amperes, sorry, 100% of IA. So it is considered as a spread time. After that, the switch acts like a short circuit and the total current, load current flows through the load. So this is about the turn on process. Next, let us see what about switching characteristics during turn off. Before going to turn off switching characteristics discussion, we have to know what is a turn off process. So how can we define turn off? So turn off time can be differentiated as instant anode current becomes 0 to instant when SCR regains its forward blocking capacity. That means when the total current, that means anode current reaches to 0, after that SCR becomes forward blocking state. This process is called as a turn off process. So during this turn off process, there are 2 intervals are present. That means first one is TRR. TRR means reverse recovery time, and second one is TQR. TQR means gate recovery time. So here also we have 2 intervals. In turn on time we have total 3 intervals. Those are delay time, rise time and spread time. But in turn off process we have 2 intervals. What are those means? Recovery time and second one is reverse recovery time and gate recovery time. So TRR means recovery reverse recovery time, and TQR means gate recovery time. So let us see the waveforms for the turn off process. So see here, reverse recovery time, it means it is the intervals between T1 to T3. So why we call it as a reverse recovery time means, actually see here, actually this is the point when current reaches to 0, but when current reaches to 0, after that the negative currents are flowing with the same slope. What is the previous slope? In positive direction, same slope is erased in negative direction. Why this slope is rises means, because of the some reverse currents are present in the SCR. There are totally 4 layers are present in the SCR. Those 4 layers contains some leakage currents. So those leakage currents are again came in reverse direction. That's why here the slope is existed like a positive direction. After that, from T1 to T3, once this total current at T2, time T2, we have the maximum reverse current. After that, the reverse current is reduces gradually. When it reaches T3, it becomes totally 0. That means at T1 point, the reverse currents are started with the same slope, with the positive slope. At T2, it is the maximum reverse currents. After that, T2, the reverse currents are reduces slowly, and at point T3, these reverse currents becomes 0. Okay na? So why these reverse currents are rises means, because of the some currents, that means leakage currents are existed in the 4 layers of the SCR. Because of that only we are getting this reverse current. After see here, after that sorry, see here, see here, after T3 to T4, even though the SCR current is 0, we have to maintain that SCR in blocking state by up to T4. Okay na? So when see here, so the reverse voltage has to maintain for some time for the recombination of charges between T3 and T4 is called gate recovery current. At the junction J2, recovered and now forward voltage can be applied across SCR. So if you observe this diagram, so from T1 to T3, it is considered as a reverse recovery time. Okay na? After that, TGR, it is considered as a gate recovery time. In reverse recovery time, all the excess currents or leakage currents present in the SCR becomes zero. After current becomes zero, we are maintaining the anode voltage as a constant. Okay na? To maintain SCR in forward blocking state. So the entire combination of these TRR and TGR, it is totally called as a turn off time. Okay na? So this is about total switching characteristics of the SCR. This is also called as a dynamic characteristics of the SCR. So what about statistic characteristics of the SCR? Statistic characteristics means already we discussed in previous classes. Statistic characteristics means we have to go through the topics. That means VI characteristics. VI characteristics, it is considered as a static characteristics of the SCR. So there we are discussed about 3 topics. That means forward conduction mode, forward blocking mode, and reverse blocking mode. These are considered as a static characteristics. That means in exam, if they ask about static characteristic, we have to write the VI characteristics of the SCR. And after that, in exam, if they ask about dynamic characteristics of the SCR, means we have to write the switching characteristics of the SCR. Okay na? So this is about the static and dynamic characteristics of the SCR. Okay students, in our next class we discuss about another topic. Thank you.